Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left.
Hey, 15.
Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
Easy.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Kansas City.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Chiefs 10, Broncos 3.
Yellow, a rip list.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
This ball deep for Tony.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards that time.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Fights loose. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
109 yards
situation for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's laid out deep for Rice. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Attack! Hey, 43, 15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alert. Let's go, 14. Hey, easy. Touch.
Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Fournette, a first down carry. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin first and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Attack.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Kansas City.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Breaks through the contact. Gets through and now an opening. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Chiefs 17, Broncos 10.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. In motion left is Rice. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, here's Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll find Fournette again here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Wilson wants a different look.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw is Wilson.
That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, alert!
Wilson will throw again.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Hey, dribble it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
At the 47-yard line.
57. 43. 15. Yellow. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Felix Anudike Uzama fighting through to bring him down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They've got his man complete.
He's to the 15.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy,
78 yards.
and the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
The 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching that. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium,
and in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Wilson to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action now. Wilson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That's good for Broncos.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A couple of veterans. Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
They go play action with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, 15. 15.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A handoff now for Pacheco. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 41 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Come back.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Watt. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about self